I can't even finish it. He counted down too soon. Uh,
Oh,
Now
gee.
I got to get my brain back where it was.
Yep.
Um, Hello, everybody. Last night, as I said real late, Chris called me and he sounded worse than he did 3 weeks ago. So, everybody, I went into Minnows and I even told Ash. And of course, he got in panic stage. And what's he doing? Where's he at? How? I don't know.
Listen.
Anyway, he's better.
There's kids. I remember Minnow's husband Gene said to me, "Chris, I had it. It's going to be three weeks for you. It's going into my fourth week. I'm gonna let everyone know. I think it's called RSV. I'm not sure, but when kids get it, it's pretty dangerous. My grandson's got it. I know Ash's kids have caught it. It's not fun, but you do have to go through the process. I'm good. Thank you for the prayers. I appreciate it. It's just you got to go through it. That's all. So, all right, Marty, that's enough. Back to you.
Go to the niceties.
All right.
Don't start a conversation, then we'll do a conversation together.
Okay. Niceties first.
By the way, we're going to, uh, I wrote it down,
I forget.
Myanmar.
Myanmar, that's it. Okay. A
I
name I
was told by Robin how to say it. She
uh,
was there and loved it. Anyway, go ahead, Chris.
okay. Happy birthday. And I'm not sure if this is our Cynthia Deering. It says Santai Cynthia Deering. If it's you, happy birthday.
Either way, happy birthday. Yeah.
Happy Gudam, happy birthday. Happy Gudam. What a name. Susanna Christic, happy birthday. Manas, oh boy, Makurji, happy birthday. David Phillips, there's an easy one. Happy birthday. And Go Founders, happy birthday to you. Hope you guys have a great day. I know that we got some over here in the States. We got a big ice storm, snowstorm, rainstorm coming through. We just got hit with a bunch of rain and it froze up. So be careful out there if you're in one of these states here. I'm going to say again prayers. Narelle's sister, good news. She's back home. She said, take her off the prayer list. Nah, I'm going to give her another day. So keep praying for Narelle's family and her sister. Minnow Miller, we're still praying for her neck. And her sister is going through some healing. Her name is Marzi. AI Francine for her neck and back. Angie Lynn for Tyler, her son. Dane and Darius, who's fighting all kind of things. Say some prayers for them. Janet and Jared Muller, we're praying for you. I know you're going through a bunch of stuff. Lino Shahu, praying for your family. Um, Fatmata, we're praying for you, hoping all your tests are coming out good. Fatmata. Dixie Crabtree's brothers Darren, Marion Oliver Aguilar, she's recovering. We're praying for both of you and your husband. Harold Fox, my brother. Marty, did Harold show up in trivia last night? Yes or no? No. Okay. Well, Harold, we're praying for you. Mark also, we're praying for you too. Ruthie Pace. Marty, you say it today. What are you going to say to Ruthie today?
We love you, Ruthie. We love you,
Oh,
dear.
didn't say
He
so.
caught me off guard. I feel like an idiot.
And you look like one, too. Anyway, we're going to go back to Ruthie Pace. We do love you. Dave Roseski, we love you too. Cindy Hopkins, we love you. We're praying for all of you. David Switzer and his brother going through some cancers. Let's pray for them. Pat Parent with her breathing. Joyce and Melvin Hicks, Robin, and family. We're praying for you. Also going through cancer. Red and Jane's mothers. We're praying for you. I know they're going through some last things here. Chloe and Julie, we're praying always for you. You know that. We love you. PNG, Ash Mafar and his family, especially his kids. His kids are going through this. Uh, I'm sure he's going to catch something. I hope not, but it's no fun. So if you are listening, Brother Ash, we're praying for your family. Marty DeGarmo's family, Zach's doing great. The grandkids, JJ, formerly known as Shorty, Jacob, Jaden, say some prayers for Jaden, and Lexi. I always forget Lex. We're praying for Lex and his daughter. Um, just always pray, guys. It's a good thing. Definitely, you can shoot prayers my way. I appreciate them. They're helping. I will be resting a lot today because I don't want to go through what I had to go through last night. So early to bed, early to rise for me. All right, Marty, back to you, brother.
All right, all right. If it gets loud here, the kids had a 2 hour delay. So what they normally do before my live, they will be doing during my live. Okay. Couple things I wanted to give a shout out. I was Heroes webinar was a lot of fun. Listen, I go somewhere where you're inspired to talk, makes you think, gets you all riled up. I was there. It was a great meeting, about an hour long, not that long. Yesterday, I was invited on the French webinar with Marcienne and AI Francine, and I proved it yesterday. AI Francine was writing in the chat what people were saying, I think before they even said it. Ooh, she just laughing. I know she's probably laughing when she hears us. No, but it was very good. I posted out many small clips about it. I will be, and I'm going to post their webinar. And this is for people that speak French. There's, by the way, she translated everything. So, anyway, it was a very good webinar. I'm really juiced up. There's another thing that I want to say starting now. No one, and I'm not saying people don't work harder, but people don't work the same, but nobody works as hard as Norel. Okay? No one. I really want to push people if you can. Every Wednesday she does her live webinar. Go. It's really good. And you can write and she'll interact with you or whatever. But I really recommend to go there. She tries very hard. She tells the truth. And like I said, her shell, it's not that hard. And she's a marshmallow. Okay? Anyway, but go, really. We got to really start supporting each other. Now is the time that we put on our shield. Yes, you can be kind, but it's time to stand up for who we are and who Ashwifara is. I just believe that. I just saw Marcianne go by. Amazing. I want to do something else. People that think, oh, we don't see them, nobody knows what's going on. We're going to focus on everybody that stood their ground. David Switzer, you never wavered. For me, you're part of the core. We've got Gifty. Every time I see her, every time. Oh, good morning, Marty and Chris and everyone.
Myra. Myra. I'm putting the name Myra.
Okay. I can't say everybody's name at the same time. It would sound something like this. Give it a book. Give me a chance. Myra, amazing. She could do posters. For somebody that was born in another country, been all over, we play trivia and she knows a lot. It's kind of scary. It makes me feel like an idiot. Gina Leva, what can I say? She wears rose-colored glasses. She looks at the good in everybody. Kind of that same thing that Mr. Mufara has. I try to do that. The only time I get upset is when somebody bashes another founder or they fish for them. Starting to pee me off. But anyway, love you all. And yeah, there's so many people. I mean, we could, Wanda, a lot of my Indian people here, we're getting more and more Indians that are sticking together. I love it. Melanie, amazing. Ginger DeSanto, off the chart. I'm not kidding. And you think people don't know. I'm going to give you an example. You think Ash doesn't know. I have talked to him, and he would say something like, there was a webinar planned at 2 a.m. I guess it was recorded, and start naming the people in the chat. You know, this person, Gene's always there, or Rose is there, or Abba's there. He knows, and you know how much it means to him? Because all the work, listen, everybody gets energy from somewhere. His energy is us. Because when you're doing something that is uplifting humanity, humanity has to be your charge. You have nothing else. Not sit in a boardroom and they all slap each other five. His charge is everyone here from every country. There's nobody here and here in different level. No, there's people. Look, I wound up being friends with him. What can I say? That wasn't my game plan in the beginning. The game plan, I want to know who he is because I'm going to invite myself, Mike and Dan, going to invite a boatload of people here, and I'm not going through people getting beat up. And now that I see who he is, what he is, I don't think Ash could fake. I really don't. I don't think he can trick people. I just don't think it's in his DNA. And even when he was in the business of MLM, he was a superstar, but he could help other people. Maybe not everyone, obviously, because that didn't happen until now. But he did. There's some people out there right now. I'm going to tell you no names that he financially changed their life, and they're even bad mouthing him today. Yeah. But anyway, well, I can't wait till the day that all of us meet, maybe a cruise or different countries, or financially our finances are starting to improve. My Indian, Bangladesh, the land down under, wherever, and we meet and we're able to tell the story and look at Ashley and say, your name, everyone knows your name as somebody trying to lift up humanity. That will make my day. Good night. Goodbye, world. Thank you very much. No, that's a big deal. It's a big, big deal. I take this personally, and Chris does too. You know, sometimes I get hot to trot and want to just start babbling like I'm doing now. Off camera, Chris is a maniac. I have to squirt him with a fire extinguisher, let it go, stop taking it personal. And what do you know? Very next minute, I'm screaming and screaming about stuff, and he's quiet. So, and then we get off, and he goes, "I got you, jackass." Anyway, so we care. Let's push. I'm telling you, you can't give money to Ash. He wouldn't take it. You can't get, what we can do for Ash is pray to the leader of this universe, which is God, and say, protect him and get him through this crap. I'm telling you. Because he now feels he's at the right place at the right time with the right people. And I believe we're going to start to see the delivery of all that. But it would make it a lot easier if delivering good to the world was a good thing. It is. But if it was popular, for some reason, conniving, getting over on people, getting richer and richer and richer and richer while people are starving to death is the right way to go. Not for me. If I could make it so nobody goes to bed hungry, I would do it yesterday. And there's people on this planet that can do that. So anyway, I want to thank everybody here. No joke. I enjoy the people. Lord of good and love. That's pretty cool. And today we're going to Myanmar. Myanmar. Ooh, Robin had
Where's
to
that
talk.
at? Where's that at?
In Myanmar.
It's
I
a
don't know how
country?
to. Yeah.
Okay, but like, is it on the east, west, north, south? What?
It's in.
Is it a trick question?
No, I just don't know where to tell. You just click a map and look up
I'm
Myanmar.
sure someone will tell us in the chat, Gene.
Yeah, yeah. If you guys want to explain that to them, it's over in the Mid East.
Okay, that's what I need.
No, I'm looking at the map in my head. I don't know. I don't know how to explain that. Uh, but Robin was there and loved it.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely loved it. Yeah. We have a beautiful family, yeah, without no doubt. Okay, so
Asia.
guys, ladies, what?
Asia. He said it's
Yeah,
Asia.
yeah. Okay,
Robbie was actually physically there, is what he's saying.
who?
You said Robin was actually physically there.
Oh yeah, when she was doing cruises,
Yeah.
she went there. Yeah. All right. Anyway, that's cool because every time I'm doing a country, she tells me how to pronounce it, and she starts telling me what's going on. And I've been looking up. And one other thing that was suggested by somebody in our family here, can you tell what the population is? And I said, okay. I didn't have it on the original recording, but we have it now. Anyway, here we go. And boom. Hello, everyone. Well, today we're going to Myanmar. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I got some feedback from Gina Leva, but that doesn't mean I'm saying it right. But Myanmar. Anyway, a little backstory. I need to do this on every video. I'll try to keep it short and sweet. My name is Marty DeGarmo. I am with a company that was developed to uplift humanity by uplifting individuals so that they in turn together we can uplift humanity one person at a time, 10 people at a time, whatever it is. And the difference between this company and the 50 that I was in before this one, I've been online 20 years. This company was developed to give an even playing field to everyone, not just the 1 or 2% that seem to be succeeding online up to this point. I love that concept because even though with a couple gentlemen I'm working with, we were able to build teams and different companies and make a little bit of money. Reality set in that we can't bring anybody with us because they either don't have the time to learn the skills needed to truly drive real targeted traffic, and it just got very upsetting to try to do something online when it's a people business, but yet most of the people are left behind. So at the end of this video, uh, explaining about Myanmar, there's a short clip that explains our business in 3 minutes. It's not everything, it's not exact everything, but it's enough that would say, I want to be part of that. And like I said, the reason I'm here is because everyone all around the world, including the country I'm talking about today, has an even chance of actually becoming successful online. It's that simple. Now, let's get into this. I'm going from country to country because our company is global. And I want to put a little perspective on commissions and relate it to everyday life. It's too long. Gurus and gurus or guru whatever come online and promise you some kind of pie in the sky, walk into a private jet, owning a bunch of luxury cars, traveling around the world, cruises, owning yachts. Let's put perspective into this. Let's start it with basics and then work our way up. Now, with this company, the potential is unlimited. But when you sit and think about the world and you have such a vast majority living on $10 or less, I think it's humiliating to talk about owning a private jet. I think you give water to the thirsty, you feed the hungry, shoes on the bare feet, feed, housing for the homeless. And there's one way to do that is start off step by step by step. Anyway, like I said, I believe this company is one that can uplift humanity. That's why I'm here for the last 6 years. And that's why I'm not looking anywhere else. Anyway, so what I'm using is hypothetical numbers. We will have many products. Probably every month or month and a half or 2 months, something new is going to come out. Here's the beauty of it. It will be products that are in high demand. It'll be AI products. It'll be products that people are using today, but better. We're not reinventing the wheel. We're making a better wheel. We will have more functions. We will have the technology. It'll be super easy to use for anyone. It will be above market value. And on top of all that, if you share it, you can make a commission. I think that's everything I've been looking for. Anyway, let's go to Myanmar. Income versus $25 commission. So let's take product A. Doesn't matter what it is. Let's just call it product A. Let's say it costs $100. And somebody comes into your business and they can't wait to have product A. They took it for a test drive and they say, I want it. They pay for it. And let's say the company pays you 25% commission. What would that be? Well, 25% of 100 is $25. Makes it simple, easy to understand. Let me bring up the trusty calculator. So let's look at things first. I'm going to take one city, Myanmar, and show you what they make. In this country, their currency is MMK. Average monthly income is 850,000 MMK. Myanmar money, okay? So let's break that, and then yearly would be 10,200,000 MMK. Now, what I wanted to do, so I would understand, and people around the world, different countries, let's translate it to US dollar. The average income in this city is about $408 a month, a little over $100 a week, $4,896 a year. That means, at the hypothetical numbers that I talked about, 16 commissions would match the salary you're making now. Let's look at that. 16 times 25, $400 a month, boom, baba, bang. Round it up, round it down, 16 commissions a month. 196 commissions a year. $4,900, $4,896, rounded a little high. But I believe hype is the least amount we need. So let's take steps. Let's say in a month's time you had a tenth of that. I'm going to round a little high. A tenth would be 1.6. So let's take 1.6 sales times $25, $40 a month. Now, I'm thinking maybe me and my life and where I live, $40, that's not so much. It's a few items at the grocery store, but it's something. But when you live in a country where you make $400 a month, 40 extra dollars is a good chunk of change. It starts to change your bottom line. It just does. Now take that and let's say you make 20% times two, $80 a month when you normally make 400. That's almost a week's worth of salary more. Will that have an impact? Would a week's salary where you live make a difference? You darn right it would. That's what I'm talking about. And we're talking about sales. A handful. Okay, that's 20%. Times two, it's 40%. $160 a month. $160 a month. That's life changing for people here. It's life changing. Now divide that by 25. That's 6.4 sales a month for that to happen. when you're dealing with something in high demand, people are buying it anyway. Why would they buy? Why would they buy it from you in this company? Because what you have to offer is higher quality, more functions, AI, user friendly, state of the art, and you can make a commission. So think about that. Think about when you finally have 16 steady customers a month. What happens when they come out with product number 2? Some of those 16 people that bought product number 1 are going to buy product number 2. That increases your potential of earnings. Now what happens when it's shared with a few more people and you have 20 people and you have 3 products? Then you have 25 people and 4 products. You see what I'm saying? The potential is unlimited. Different products, but products are in high demand. They're not having you sell or push something that nobody wants. Obviously, they want it. So think about that. That's pretty powerful. So let me move down a little bit. I like to talk a little bit about the country and what they produce, what they export, a little info about them, because as I said, we're a global company, and I want to know about everyone. Listen, it's very rare you can go on TV and somebody's going to give you good news about another country. It's usually doom and gloom, something bad happened, blah, blah, blah. But I want to do something different. We have people in our business from this country. So I want to share some of the information. A lot of this is write-up of how they got these numbers. These numbers change, by the way. Don't take it 100%. They fluctuate just like everything else. Myanmar economy is diverse with significant contributions from agriculture, natural resources, and manufacturing. The country's top products and exports include rice. As a staple food, rice dominates Myanmar agriculture, accounting for about 60% of the country's total cultivated land area. Natural gas. Myanmar is a notable producer of natural gas, which is a significant contributor to its export revenue. Precious stones. The country is renowned for its production of precious stones, including rubies, sapphires, pearls, jade. Notably, 90% of the world's rubies come from Myanmar. Myanmar. Oh, it's going to be fun. Anyway, that's okay. You know I'm not perfect. Top exports. Precious stones, $4.13 billion a year. Petroleum gas, $3.49 billion a year. Dried legumes, $1.62 billion. Non-knit women's coats, $1.24 billion. Rice, $1.1 billion. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, $11 billion a year. I don't see that money going here. So we can't rely on governments. We need something that I believe can uplift humanity and give an even playing field. And this is the company I think that will do it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't. Here's some interesting facts. Geography and history. Formerly known as Burma, the country was called Burma until 1989, when the military government changed its name to Myanmar. Ancient capital of Bagan, home of over 2,000 ancient temples. Bagan is one of the world's greatest archaeological sites. Land of the Golden Pagodas. Myanmar has thousands of Buddhist pagodas, with the Swedagon Pagoda in Yangon being the most famous, covered in real gold. Whoa. Economy and culture. One of the world's largest jade producers. Myanmar supplies 90% of the world's high quality jade. Didn't know that. The Naka beauty tradition. A yellowish white paste made from ground tree bark is common worn on faces for skin care and sun protection. Chewing betel nut. A popular local habit, betel nut is chewed for its mild stimulant effect, though it stains teeth red. I saw betel nut when I was in, where was I at? Taiwan. The cab drivers had it all over the place. And yes, it looks like somebody punched him in the mouth because it's all red. I thought the guy was bleeding. Unique transportation, circular train in Yangon. This slow-moving train gives an authentic glimpse into the daily life passing through villages, markets, and fields. One of the world's most dangerous railways. The Gotek Viaduct is a century-old bridge standing over 100 meters high. Riders feel like they're floating above the jungle. Huh. Natural wonders. Inle Lake's floating village, home of the famous one-legged rowers. The lake's communities live in houses grown in floating gardens. Wow. Mysterious golden rock, a giant boulder covered in gold leaf, appears to defy gravity as it balances on the edge of a cliff. Pretty interesting stuff. I apologize if I didn't pronounce things right, but you get the point. It's a very intriguing place to go and find out about. And I want to tell all my friends and family that I hope this helps you and gives you something to think about. Like I said, at the end of this, there's a 3-minute video that explains our business the best way I know how. And if it's something you're interested in, answer it and say, I want to be put on the list to be notified when you launch to the world. Thank you very much.
Hey, do you want to take turns?
I had to delete it, so I have none in there. So I'm going to be a busy beaver today. I have some in the pipeline.
You know what?
But
I was just thinking, what do we say? 51.3 million people in that country. And then, of course, we know it's like 8 billion people in the world. And small percentages is going to take this this company where it needs to go. And why do I know this, and how do I say this in a different way? Because I'm part of a big family of 800,000 plus people that have jumped on every opportunity for the last 20 years. When this is finalized and it's publicly put out, I want you just to think about how many times you jumped on something because you've seen it, it excited you, and you got involved in it. Simple topic is, once this starts happening and everything is working, and you made a post that says it works, come check it out. A lot of people in this world are going to jump all over it that are online, and then they're going to tell their friends, their family, and it's going to grow. So just think that little country there, 51.3 million people. Imagine if just 1 million people from that country joined. And then imagine all the other countries that 100,000 join, 500,000 join. It just will just keep growing and growing, because we're going to actually be able to show the world this works. This isn't one of those things. It works, but people are addicted to become successful. They're addicted to say, wow, I got to get into this. And that's how it works. There's no way around it. Even myself get online and know that's pretty cool. You know, the world is going to know who we are. All right. Why? Because you're all going to show them. When this gets going, even the shyest of the shyest founders, excuse me, are going to be posted about, you guys got to come check out this company I'm part of. It's definitely worth it. It works. It's amazing. A simple statement like that, when we get going, is going to flock thousands of people to you from all over the world that you don't even know. And that's exactly how this is going to blow up. I'm a firm believer in why it's going to blow up, and I just gave you the reason, because we're all addicted to getting away from something that we don't like. Oh, maybe this will get me out of my job. Maybe this will get me out of this or my bills. And everyone and their brother is going to flock to you, me, everyone that's in here, because they're going to want to know about it and they're going to check it out. And when you start showing 800,000, a million, 2 million, 3 million people all over the world, this company really does work. It did say it's doing what they said it's going to do. It's going to go absolutely crazy. Marty, back to you. Marty.
Beautiful. I had to mute. The kids haven't left yet, so it's loud here. I'll unplug that. Yeah, very good. I agree with Chris. This, last night, yesterday, whatever, I was on a couple of webinars, and we talk about, are you ready? Are you ready for what's coming? And I really want to say, no matter how insignificant you want to say you are, I'm going to have to tell you, you're wrong. Everyone here has the opportunity. I think it's the 2% we should be doing when we get the chance. You will be the handoff of the baton to change the world. I just gave a little example. I'm going to do this. Well, I'm going to do this. I was going to say I'm going to do it quick, but then I'm a liar. I'll try to do it quick. Is when we know what we know, and all that effort and pain and humiliation that people try to throw on us and its family, it affects the whole family. Come on. And for him to walk through and you see the silhouette in the fire and it's him, the least I can do is hand this baton off to people that don't know about it yet. And what I mean by that is a lot of you were made up of immigrants. I know you hear on the news and all, they hate every immigrant. They put a name on them, they villainize them. But the fact is, if anybody in the United States wasn't allowed in because either they are or their family or the relatives were immigrants, Geronimo would still be here. We all came from somewhere else. There's people in history that villainized immigrants because they wanted to blame someone for whatever it was. And they're easy to blame because they can't fight back. To me, that's a coward. Yeah, said it out loud. That's fact. So, what can we do? Well, a lot of you are you are the connection to many, 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 many people in Myanmar, Africa, Vietnam, Asia, all over, Bangladesh, India, Australia. We focus so much on now, but I want to tell you, when you fill your pockets and stress starts, a little bit of stress leaves you, wrinkles disappear, your color looks better, you feel better because you got rid of that one thing. Life isn't easy. It's never going to be easy. I mean, like my kids would get all sick and it could last 2 months. Ash has sick kids too. We all get it. You're not immune to it. I don't care how much money you have. People seem to think, well, he's got money, he's fine. No, nobody's fine. It's how you deal with it. But I want to tell you, I believe we were handed a baton. Now you can set it, you can make a candle holder out of it, or you can hand it off. Every time you hand it off, this is where we become important to me. If you can hand it off and you're here and you're still here, which many of you are, at least 100,000 I can count that are always here. How do you know? Go look. But let's just say you hand that off to somebody in your country. Yes, you can make more money and send more money. No, send them the dream so they can build their own dream. And then tell them, look, if what I'm going to do, I'm not saying I might do this. I'm definitely going to do this. I'm looking for 5 serious people. You can say it to Africa, you can say it to India, I don't care where. That would love to uplift their life and then in turn uplift your family's life or relatives or a village. And when they say it, you look at it, you kind of filter through people that are serious and you give them a business in a box. How? You tell them to sign up. You give them a couple products that you paid for, me. I'm saying after you fill your pocket, you do your cabinet, whatever. You change your car, whatever. And you start blessing. A blessing would be to take a young man or a young woman, I'll use an example, in Africa who laid in bed last night on the floor of dirt and prayed to God, give me something. How about if that something is you are the deliverer of that great news? How are you going to feel when you find out after we leave this planet that you were supposed to go here, here, and here as you were called? That happens. But if you're there and they knock and you did it and you say, I'm going to give you a business in a box. Oh my God, how do I repay you? When you take care of yourself, fill your pockets. Now remember, this is a different ratio. People making 400 a month, which is a freaking, it should be a sin. You give them a business in a box and they help somebody else make 50% more, 25% more. And you say to them, what can I do for you, Marty, for you doing this for me? Pay it forward. When you get the baton, when it's big enough to hand to somebody else, do it and do the same thing I did. Take 5 people that are serious and just do this over and over and over. And in 5 years, if we're painting the world green, it'll start to turn the line. That's powerful. And all you have to do is be you. That's all I ever said in 6 years. Be the best you can be. And when that door's knocking, hand it to them. Do you know that I'm going to tell you how powerful this is, just so you understand? We marketed on passive, but we stopped in September of 2020. No joke. From that time forward, myself, Mike, and Dan build up people within. We could have kept marketing. We could have kept marketing until 2022 of June. That wasn't the goal. We know what we could do after. But I'm just saying, do you know what worked the best? I had an ad that said, what if? It lasted about 30 seconds. What if this could be? And we got flooded. It was flooded. And what we said then is, part of that was, what if there is something out there that doesn't play games? It's actually a chance to change your life. It wasn't pay $97 and in 3 months you'll make 970, or in a year you'll have 97,000. You're going to get rich really quick. Now, did that happen in Unpassive? Let me think for a minute. You damn right it did. How do I know? I know by the way people ask questions. Example, guy emailed me a few months ago. Hey, I've been in this thing. You know, he's tapped in. I've been in this thing for 5 years. I better make $10,000 on day one. Now, after I crapped myself and cleaned up my mess, I said, what? I was like in shock that mentality was there. And I said, for what? All the time I spent, my 97. Nope, you're going to have to explain better. He's getting mad. And I'm getting confused. Then I realized that didn't happen once. That happened many times. Do you think we're going to launch because I need to pay off my home? Let me give you a news flash. We don't know what kind of structure we're going to have on chapter 2. We don't know anything. I'm going to tell you what I do know before everybody panics. I know Ashmufara. So the answer to everything I'm saying to you right now, the answer is Ashmufara. Now, the big problem is if you don't believe in Ashmufara after what all he's done, then you're not going to listen to a word I'm saying because that'll never be good enough. And if that's not good enough, have a nice life. Doesn't get any better than that. He proved who he is. Some people, we need to have faith. We needed to have faith up to about 3 years ago. And definitely this last year. You don't need faith. I believe in faith. I pray about it. I live by faith. But I don't need faith that Ash is going to give everything he's got, do or die. That's good enough for me. What can you squeeze a rock and get water out of it? He's given everything he's got. But I want to tell you, many, many people, when they came into Unpassive, my time, and when it first started 6 months before I got here, their thought and their mindset was, I'm going to have the biggest damn team in the company. And guess what? They do. But most of their teams are totally disarray. They're everywhere. They're upset. They don't understand what happened. How could this happen? We didn't make we're you know how that happened? The way it was delivered to them was hype. It was delivered to them like this is an investment. That's why Ash had to go through all this shit where we are now. It was never an investment. I thought it was too low to get in. I really did, but you know why he did it? So everybody could. And all we had to do is say, back this up, stay in touch so you understand what's going on. I'm more excited now than I ever was. And when I hear people that aren't, I don't understand it. And I'm not the dumbest, dumbest person in the room. I'm not saying I'm the smartest, but it seems very clear to me we're in a good place. Did bad things happen? Yep, really bad. Did it make us stronger? Yeah. Well, how do you know? Ash is still here. Why? You know how simple this would have been if he paid the money he paid, got all the best people, best lawyers, best everything, went global with him and his wife. Elon who? That's what I'm telling you. Who the frick is Elon? And he's worth 200 billion. He never had that in his mind. And if that can't go in your head, I don't care if you're from India, Bangladesh, Germany, Russia, China, Japan, Cambodia. I don't care where you're from. If you don't realize by now that that's just fact, we're going to share all that wealth. And there's going to be a lot of it. I believe it with all my heart. Why? Is Zoom being sold? Are they making a profit? All these are there's thousands of products out there being sold. What if You get a similar product, and it's 10 times better. You could do things in this that you can't do on any other platform. And on top of that, it's 10, 20, maybe even 30% cheaper. Oh, and by the way, you can make a commission. How good of a salesman do I need to be? I just need to be a pointer. Remember the person that was when you were walking to school and they crossed you across? That's all I got to be. This way, go that way. It's going to sell itself. What we're going to do, we're going to go from 800,000, I believe Chris said, it might be less, but somewhere around there. We're going to go from 800,000 people. I think it's a lot less because how they got in and what they're thinking, but the people in the heart, the people that are here and other ones that aren't here, I'm not saying it's only these people. They're going to deliver this from the heart. They're going to share it. Here's the difference. You're not selling the hope and a dream. You're selling the key to changing their life because it's already running. It will already be running. So anyway, let's go together. There's ways to do it. There'll be many ways on how you can generate income, I believe. By the way, what I'm saying to you is my opinion. It's always been my opinion. I've been fortunate enough that I'm tied in so hard that a lot of the times I'm right. When it clears, it did happen that way. I had people say, well, you knew. There's things I don't know. But if you have enough pieces on your table and there's 4 or 5 missing, what is the picture? It says success and it's got 1 million people standing underneath the earth. How do you know? There's only a couple pieces left. That's what it is. That's how I look at it. But if you never looked at the pieces and you never learned where we're at, that's what the journey was about. You know, there didn't have to be a journey. There could have been one day we launch, and different ones of us would be in other programs, bouncing around, maybe not buying this one right away, and then coming a year from now, because it's on the news or people are really bragging about it, then you come in and try to build your business. But never ever would you be able to go back and say I was in there during the journey. Anybody that comes in a year, they're not going to be able to travel around the world and say I got a place to stay in every country in the world. That happened now. That's the kind of thing that happened now. I would have never met Marcianne. I would have never met 99.99% of you if it wasn't for this company. We were being prepared for the launch when it's meant to happen. I go back to Moses. I hate to try to compare it to religion thing, but I'm comparing it to people. When he took the Israelites out, couple weeks walk. It really wasn't that far. He sends out 12 people, scouts. Go and look at Canaan. And people told him, go look at Canaan so we can see what we have coming. They came back and said, it's garbage. There's giants over there. They're going to kill us. All of them said that but 2. Then what happened? They walked around in a circle for 40 years because of the disbelief. We have a lot of people that don't have the belief. So what happened? The last year, we walked around in circles. For whatever reason. We know some of the reasons, and Ash will tell us. But do you think that might have been on purpose? That the weeds were taken out of the garden? God might have saw some of us didn't deserve what we're about to go to. I do. People say that's ignorant. That's no, that I'm ignorant. Because there was people there on the inside and on the outside that won't be there when the door opens. Just like the story we heard about Moses. No one went there. A few people lived and made it. Moses didn't even go. So anyway, we're in a good place. We're about to be something great. I'm not going to say a couple of weeks that I get in trouble for that. in my mind, a couple just, I shouldn't use that word, very soon. Could it happen? We're sitting here one day and, hey, there's a webinar with Ash. Ash comes on, does the international State of the Union, let's say, of our company. And then he says, here's what we're doing. Boom, 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 go. Really? Do I believe that could happen? Yeah. In fact, I'm a betting man. I really believe it's going to happen. Whose is that? Who's Jordan got up late, walked out with all his stuff for school. Okay. Anyway, that's cool. Dawn's standing in the corner holding the bag. Great. Anyway, welcome to my living room. And by the way, Robin, the voice Noble, told me that Myanmar's currency is cat. It's pronounced keet. I said, thank you very much. Because I started adding it so people could know. But I love you all. No joke. I don't throw that word around easy. There's some of you I love more because I know you better. But like I said, we're invited. I don't want to play this team thing. I'm on Ash's team. I work with Chris. I'm on Ash's team. I'm not playing games with any different people. You invite me to go somewhere and I can, I'll go. I'll go. I don't want any walls. And I'm not, if somebody's upset with somebody, I should be upset with them too. No. You have to prove to me that you're a pain in the ass. And if that's the case, I won't do it again. But no, we're both here to help out. I just want to help out. But be very happy where you're at. I know things are rough. My life is very, very rough right now. Like beyond what you think. I know I'm looking like Happy the Clown. No, but it's temporary. As long as I focus forward and I have new things to talk about, shine the light. Shine the light on people, shine the light on country. Me and Chris talk a lot. I talk to Mike, Dan. I got a bunch of people I talk to all the time, from French people to German people to Vietnamese people. I mean, everyone. And we motivate each other. That's what we can do. We're only human, but we're in a really, really good place. So I want to thank everybody for being here. And one thing again, I'm going to say this every day. The second you think of the company, pray for Ash and his family and ask God to stop the nonsense in front of Ash, whatever it takes to deliver him through this crap so we can move forward. And also, if some people weren't meant to be there as the opening, beautiful. God, I believe God's running it. I really do. Ash is his. You had to have somebody tough to run this. Global, the audacity. You ever hear the audacity of what he says? Go look up the word audacity. Ash says, do or die. I'm like, yo, back off, man. Don't put yourself in the corner. Like, that's not how he thinks. It's just who he is. We're very fortunate. Anyway, love you all. I'm going to go to Professor Chris Johnson. Don't he look really sharp with the glasses? You have nothing?
I said what I had to say. You said what you had to say. I love every one of you. And if you're not in this company, then you ain't going nowhere.
I got a special treat for you. Dawn, say hi.
Hi.
Jacob,
Yeah.
say hi or I'm going to make you go back to bed.
Hi.
See?
Jeez.
No, Jacob, come up here. They want to see. This is what happens when you first get up in the morning. You ever hear bedhead? Check this.
What's his name?
Come up here. You want to say it or not?
What's his name?
What?
What's his name?
That's Chris. What his name? What his name?
Hi, Robin.
Hold on. Hi, Robin. It's not Robin. You can say hi to Robin, though. It's okay. She's here.
You have to get up there. What are you doing?
Come up here. They want to see you. You want to get in the camera. Come here.
Hi.
Look what I picked up in the Amazon.
Banana boo boo.
Why are you doing loser every time you see Chris? Did I ever tell you that?
No, he do that to me first, and might do that to
I
me.
go like this.
Oh,
Banana boo boo.
say goodbye to everybody.
Bye, banana.
Tell them you're about to go to school with Mimi. Say it. Say I'm going to preschool.
I'm going to preschool. I had to stay with home with preschool. Yay!
Hey, tame your hair down a little bit. Somebody's got to do something with that mess. All right. Anyway, we're gonna go, and we'll see you all. God bless. All right. I gotta go 'cause I can't keep them quiet any longer. All right. See you all. Bye.